and welcome to Clean Eating with Claudia and HASfit. Today, I'm going to show you all how to bake a healthy pumpkin banana bread. This bread is great because it's gluten-free, and just like all my other recipes, we're not using any added sugar. Don't worry about writing down any of the directions or the ingredients because once we're done, you can click on the link available in the video description. This will send you over to HASfit.com where we'll have all of the directions and ingredients laid out for you. Let's get baking. To get started, be sure to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. I have one separate bowl here that we're going to mix all of our wet ingredients into, and we're starting off with one ripe banana that I have already mashed. To the bananas, we're going to be adding half a cup of canned pumpkin puree. Just place the pumpkin puree right on top of your banana. Then we're going to add 2 eggs. Next, I'm going to be adding half of a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And lastly, to the wet ingredients, I have 1 tablespoon of softened coconut oil. Now that we have all of our wet ingredients in one bowl, we'll give it a nice whisk just to make sure all of our wet ingredients are nice and combined. Once you have mixed your wet ingredients well, just set your wet ingredient bowl over to the side. Next, we're going to be moving on to our dry ingredients. I have a separate bowl, and to the bowl, I'm going to add 1 cup of gluten-free oat flour. Now, I've taken gluten-free rolled oats, blended them in a food processor, and it's going to give you the oat flour that you're looking for. Now, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of stevia. I'm also going to be adding 1 scoop of my vanilla protein powder. Now I'm using my Sun Warrior vegan vanilla protein powder, but you're welcome to use whatever you have available to you at home. Now we're going to add 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. And lastly, we're going to add half of a teaspoon of baking powder. Now that I have all of the dry ingredients in the bowl, let's give it a nice mix until we have all of the ingredients well combined. Now that you've done that, just set the dry ingredient bowl aside and we'll move on to combining both the wet and the dry. Now let's get our bread batter mixed together. I'm going to be starting with our dry and our wet ingredients as you see here. And we're going to add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients. And as you're doing so, just continue to stir just to make sure that we're getting all of the ingredients well combined. Now once we have the ingredients combined, we're going to be adding 1/4 cup of sliced almonds. Now I am using sliced almonds, but you're more than welcome to use pecans or walnuts, or you don't even have to add any nuts at all if that is what you prefer. Okay, now that I have the batter consistency that I am looking for, I'm going to bring in my loaf pan, which I have already sprayed with a non-stick cooking spray. We're going to just add the batter right into the loaf pan, just pressing down the corners just to make sure that the batter is nice and even. I'm going to bake this bread anywhere from 40 to 50 minutes. Now, the bake time is really going to be dependent on your oven. A good way to test that your bread is ready is you can take a toothpick, drive it right into the middle of the loaf, and if it comes out clean, you know your bread is ready. My bread is all done and it smells like fall in here. If you like this recipe, check out my blog on HASfit's website where you'll find additional recipes as well as hundreds of free workout videos, meal plans to lose or gain weight, and our complete 30 to 90 day fitness programs. Do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter, and like us on Facebook for the best daily motivation. This has been Clean Eating with Claudia and HASfit, and remember to eat clean and train dirty.